I thought that I would spend some time talking to you about the power of culture. And I'm going to loosely divide this session into two halves. The first half, I'm going to talk about the power of culture. What is this thing called culture? And then the second, I'm going to focus on four, what I believe are game-changing cultures for us, especially as we think about kingdom. So in a way, the first half is culture and the second half is kingdom. But it's all, of course, kingdom culture. I lived in the United States of America for 15 years. And one of the wonderful examples of culture there, I can trace back to the first people leaving Europe and traveling to America. And they traveled with them with an experience of what we in Europe would call a harvest festival or a harvest Thanksgiving, giving thanks for the produce of the land. And for many years as a young boy and young man, my church would celebrate a harvest festival. But you know what happened in America, they took it to another level, and it really did become a part of their culture. There they were, and I often imagine them there on the East Coast, having landed and started to establish their way of life. And they began to sit around at the end of the harvest season and to celebrate and give thanks for what God had provided. That has become so much a part of the American way of life that it's actually enshrined in law. It's a public holiday on the fourth Thursday in November every year. And for many Americans, my observation is that they are more likely to go home for Thanksgiving than they are for Christmas. In other words, they believed something that God had provided. They behaved, they gave thanks, and it actually has become a part of their culture, the way that they do things. And that's a really great place to start thinking about culture. In the last perhaps 50 or 60 years, maybe a few more, culture has really become a very important part of organizational life. It's very much a part of organizational leadership, strategic planning and strategic management, and change leadership and change management, just to name a few. Of course, if you go back more than that, we probably only really talked about culture when it related to perhaps missionaries or people going and living in another country, another culture. But now it's become very much a part of business and organizational leadership, and in particular, and so it should be very much a part of church life and of kingdom life. And I've actually been to a number of events that are called kingdom culture, but I haven't often heard people actually address the subject of culture. And that's why I've chosen to do that with you. And I hope that you'll find it helpful. I believe that whoever you are, whatever you do, that there will be something that you'll be able to take from here and put it into practice, whether it's in your personal life, your organizational or corporate life, or your church